Guys, it's your boy UAG back with another video. Man, it's been it's kind of crazy sitting here talking about Scream 7. This franchise has been part of the culture for almost 30 fucking years. That's crazy. And honestly, this one really surprised me in a good way. First off, the nostalgia hits hard. Having Kevin Williamson back, the original writer of Scream 1, 2, and 4, you can feel the classic DNA all over the movie. It's just has that old school Scream vibe, but still feels modern at the same time. It's crazy that he was able to do that. It's like they finally figured out how to properly blend the legacy and feel where the horror scene is and the society is today. One thing that really stood out for me throughout this whole movie, it has some of the best kills in the entire franchise. I'll just say one of them. Um, they picked up this dude, lift him off the ground. I mean, off the ground. Put him on a spike that was for a beer. His mouth is open and the beer is flowing out. I think it's fucking awesome. It was crazy. Um, One of the weaker points for me though was the opening scene. Usually the opening scenes, the deaths are fucking awesome. Not that the deaths weren't awesome. It's just that it was a lot of build up, stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it could have been a little bit better in terms of the pacing. That's neither here and there. I don't want to be nitpicking or whatnot, but I want to be honest with you guys on how I felt at that time. And I'm not exaggerating. The kills were brutal, intense, and honestly shocking. There were multiple moments where I was like, yo, they really went there. The suspense was on point. The setups were strong. And where the payoffs hit, it hit. Easily top tier Scream kills. Another thing I love, and something that Scream has always done well, it's how each movie acts like a time capsule for the era it comes out in. Every Scream reflects whether the tech or trends are popping at that time. It's in there. Like I remember everybody had a sidekick. Boom. And in the movie, all the kids in that classroom had a sidekick. They started, experimenting with streaming. And, streaming was a big thing in, the last few years. And they reflected on that as well. So I always liked that. So back then it was Call ID, flip phones, early internet culture, and even streaming your kills in later movies. This time, the big focus is AI. And you can't go anywhere without AI, like on your phone, social media, stuff like that. It's all over the place. And so they focused on AI. They've been focusing on social media and true crime podcast obsessions. And it really worked well for me. They didn't just throw AI in there just for shock value. It actually plays a real role in the story, the mystery, and how things unfold. It feels natural, not forced at all. And honestly, kind of terrifying because of how realistic it is. I mean, I remember like just the other day, like when you have to question everything you see social media or on the internet because AI is getting crazy. So you have that. Man, it makes you think about how tech is changing everything, even horror. And then let's talk about the legacy characters. Bringing back Stu was wild. I didn't expect that twist, at least the way that they brought him in. They handled it, and I knew the ending was going to be divisive. Some people are absolutely not going to like how the killers are revealed. But for me, it actually made a lot of sense. When you really look at this movie, it's saying it's all about fandom and how it's fandom going too far. Whether it's the true crime culture, podcast obsessions, internet detectives, people becoming way too invested in real life trauma and violence for entertainment. This movie basically says what happens when fans stop just watching and start participating. I mean, look at Netflix. The top shows streaming on there are about serial killers, about people doing their own research on how this and that happened. These true crime podcasts are it's going way too far. I mean, people are taking this as like a hobby to a profession in some sense. The movie, reflects that. And that angle worked for me. The idea that obsessed fans could eventually want to take the story into their own hands, that actually feels believable in today's world. When you step back, the motive, the execution, and the twists all kind of click into place. Now, is the ending perfect? Nah. Is it for everyone? Are they going to love it? Definitely not. But for me, I appreciate how bold it was. They took a real swing, and I respect that way more than playing it safe. They could have easily, said X, Y, Z. Everybody would have been happy. Would have made sense? Probably not, but it would have made people happy. But I appreciate that they didn't do that. They didn't play it safe. That's what I want anyway. Overall, Scream 7 feels like a love letter to the franchise while still pushing it forward. The kills are insane. The nostalgia is strong, for sure. The tech angle is smart. And the commentary on fan culture is honestly one of the most interesting themes for the series and how it tackled it. If you're a longtime Scream fan, I think you're gonna love it. I think there's a lot here for you to enjoy. Again, some of the hardest parts in film is sticking the landing. For me, it did. For a few, it probably won't. But I still think that there's enough here for you to watch. So the final verdict, guys. This one is one of the strongest modern Scream entries. Easily one of the most fun, intense, and thought-provoking ones we've had in a long time. So I definitely think that it's worth a watch. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think about the movie. Until next time, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.